Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. Last episode, our group saw a sparring match. The group had heart-to-hearts with each other. It's good bonding time. All right, you all just went to sleep, and it is now roughly. I'm guessing everyone had a full sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. I'd be casting some spells before I go to sleep.
All right, what you tried doing legend lore? I remember. Are you doing divination spells? Which one are you casting?
Let me look towards it.
We had a full rest, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it'll be full rest.
It was commune.
Commune?
Yes.
Let me look it up quick.
I can read it out loud for you if you want.
That's all right. I'll read this way. So commune, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, commune.
Get to ask 3 questions.
Your question.
Am I your favorite?
What's the answer to next week's test?
We already did this one out of. Remember, it was the first thing you would have asked.
Yeah, but I have more knowledge. Unless you as a DM think it
That
wouldn't
was
do
what I
anything.
gave you for it, because you said what you would have asked before.
Yeah, but like, now knowing the name, would that, as the DM, think that would...
Do you want that back in the freezer?
No, because I want it now.
Is it still cold?
It got
With your knowledge, I'd say you can still cast it. You don't know what you're going to get, but you can cast it. With the more knowledge, you might learn a little more.
Okay.
Depends what the questions are going to be.
Basically, when I cast that, and this is a new beginning of it, so there's no cumulative 25% chance. So, I'm asking, who is Gonrick, the ancient being of Lake, what's it called?
Marketh.
Marketh.
Okay. Is that your first one?
Yes.
And you hear that one, you get a not ancient Etten.
Okay. Nothing more?
Yeah, nothing else from that question.
I have been told that there is a greater evil far below the lake than Gonrick. Who is that? Who or what is that?
You hear old enemy of the gods.
Okay. Then I ask, does Gonrick the Etten, actually I'd say, Gonrick the Etten, what is their weakness?
Trin will be here. You hear pretty much forces of good. With that, after you hear some kind of their communing kind of ends and you snap back into the real world.
Okay. After that, I would have no long rest.
Okay. So, as everyone sleeps, first one to wake up is, of course, Belle.
Yay.
Alright, Belle. You wake up, you find yourself, you're in the greenhouse. Kind of trance there.
Kind of savors being in the greenhouse. Looks up.
You do wake up, it's about 8 o'clock, maybe a little after. You see, notice the sun is still up, but it looks like it's starting to go down.
Mm-hmm. He'd go check on Nico.
Okay.
Since he said he'd be back in 4 hours.
No,
Just
you
to
do.
check on him, see if he wanted to come back down or if he's fine staying there.
You do go up and make your way over there. Do you just use the code word to call down?
Mm-hmm.
You do find Nico. He looks like he kind of passed out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He's passed out and you see the little platinums kind of walking around in a circle. Looks like they're doing a formation, a guard formation around him.
Does he look cold at all?
Wrapped himself in a blanket. It's like, doesn't look really cold. It's still kind of light out. It does look like he covered his eyes though with something to block out the sun.
Then he'd leave him to sleep.
Okay.
And then just go back down and, I don't know, contemplate things in the greenhouse. It was a nice atmosphere.
Okay, just go back and just kind of meditate and think of what the next move. You gonna message anyone or
No, people are
are you
sleeping.
gonna send anyone?
I can't. Not that I want to, at least, anyway.
You wouldn't send to Okri? Oh, God.
Okri, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Oh. You had a groan.
No, he'd think about what kind of books he'd need to find for Nico to start teaching him how to read.
Okay.
Start planning.
You do know you have plenty of books at home.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just because you're just gonna sit there meditating, thinking how to proceed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll do sword next year.
Alright. When I wake up,
Believe it.
Stop.
I hate you so much. I go, how's Okri sounding?
Are you gonna go look at him?
Yeah.
He's pretty. He's kind of. You go over there. He seems. He's not as pale as he was. You see, he's kind of ragged breaths.
Is he awake?
He's not awake. He's still out. You're looking at his dressing room. When you notice his armor's off, he's kind of looks like he has trouble breathing. You do notice where the bandages are. There is a blackness kind of showing through him. You just see there's some red. Actually, not as much red as you thought there would be. You see more of the black, kind of the blackness kind of seeping through, and what you see from around the wound looks like it's kind of spreading a little further from the wound to the blackness kind of around it. Kind of goes to like there's a clear kind of grayish, and then it goes to
I would have
normal.
dressed him with new bandages.
I know. It's just like a seat soak through. Would you have done it before you went to sleep?
He's a professional, obviously.
You do see, we'll say, because it's changed, you still see some, not really blood marks. It looked like you kind of staunched the blood and everything in there. But you do see just still the black kind of seeping through. What you do see looks to be, like I said, you do see the black looks like it's trying to spread around where this wound is, but looks like it got stopped, but you see like a grayish flesh around the black. You swear every time you blink, it looks like it moves. But every time you kind of stare at it, you don't see anything.
Zora puts his hand, like, not on him, but, like, right next to him, and I say, I will get the one who did this to you. You are a great man. It should have been me.
You say man, you hear dwarf. I mean, nothing else.
And, Sora's gonna go out and, Sora's actually gonna contemplate.
You notice, you're kind of heading out. You do notice, you do see Belle in the greenhouse.
Okay, actually, yeah, this is something I actually want to do. Sora's gonna approach Belle.
You can't miss or mistake the large frame coming towards you of a golden form of.
Are you just like on the outside or inside?
I'm gonna go inside and talk to him in
Kind
person.
of duck under to kind of make sure you don't break anything. It's glass.
And it looks like he's meditating.
Looks like
He doesn't start or anything. He just waits for you to.
Like, what are you doing? Are you sitting down? Or
Yeah, he's just chilling.
There's a hammock there. I don't know if you're
No.
taking advantage of it.
Then he goes on his knees and sits down as well. Bill, I've been meaning to talk to you.
He kind of sits up a bit more.
Maybe it's because of what happened to Okri. I just wanted to let you know. I thank you for keeping my rage in check. I know a lot of information would have been gone if I went into my urges. I do want you to know I just don't want people to get away for what they did. Those people to get away for what they did. I'm sorry if my actions seem rash and I've been a bother to you.
You have already apologized long ago for
Still,
letting your anger get to you.
I know, but just to keep this physique, I have to be angry all the time. And I just want to let you know, if you tell me to stop, I will stop. Because honestly, I do not know how you stay so composed all the time. Like, nothing phases you.
Plenty of things faze me.
I know, but you hold it down so well.
Well, 130 years of living like I have has done a great job to teach me how to stay composed. Especially considering my parents.
At the Brew Palace, you said something about your mother. I don't want to pry, but
He looks very confused.
you said something like, "Are you proud of me, Mom?"
His eyebrows furrow.
And
I don't recall this.
you were heavily intoxicated. But I just want to say, I don't know too much about your personal life when it comes to that, but I'm glad I've met you, Bill. And I think everyone in this party is proud of you.
His face blanks. And he kind of like looks down at the ground to the side.
So, I do hope I get to see you smile some more.
You all don't know me that well.
Still,
Why would you care?
because I know you care about us.
He
Sure.
looks off to the side. How can you even be sure about that?
You just gotta have a little faith. And I believe in you. I believe in everyone in this party.
He looks back up at you. His eyes are a little bit more moist than usual. I still don't understand why you don't know me that well. You haven't known me that long.
Then do you want to tell me? Because I'd love to know. I want to know you.
He slowly nods a little bit. I suppose you guys have all wormed your way into my life. What do you wish to talk about?
Could be anything. Your past, anything.
Belle would start by telling a few stories of like the paintings that you saw at his mom's estate.
Mhm.
Tell you a few of those stories.
All right. Are they pleasant? Are they mostly like, how are you
You
describing?
hear stories you hear about is Ralnor kind of practically raised young Bell and kind of taught him the fundamentals of everything, kind of magic, archery. Kind of has always been there, taught him kind of etiquette.
I see Relnor is very precious to you.
He's probably the one person I care about most in the world.
I hope this party will be your second.
With the way that you guys are going, I'm sure it won't take too much longer.
What do you... I wanted to ask this, but what do you fight for? Truthfully.
He tilts his head, considering. I fight for anyone. I want to help.
Same as me. I'm scared of fighting my brothers. You know, I'm scared what's going to happen with what's going on in Dragonspire right now. I don't want them to be part of this war, and I don't want this to cause a conflict. And luckily, I am on a pilgrimage, and I'm on free leave, so I won't be drafted into it. But I promised Tinish that once this war is over, and once Ibalsa is, I know she can be saved from the church. Then I'll probably be going back. Because my family's there. And I miss them. I worry I always worry that something might have happened to him. I have a big family, you know. I've already lost 2 brothers.
I guess that's not an uncommon story.
True. Bill, I'm sorry this is going to be such a weird turn. And because I can trust you with this, and I know you're not, and I want your permission for this. I've been thinking about this all night. What are your thoughts on relationships in the party?
Can't really read his face.
I know this came out of left field or right field. I can't remember the term.
Are you asking for yourself?
I'm asking you because you are the commander of this party. And I value your word much as I do Valkyrie. Because you are wise.
Maybe not wise, just smart. But certainly not wise.
Still, better than me.
Well, relationships can be distracting.
I know.
I'm not here to tell you what to feel. But do be careful.
I'll try. Sorry for the weird question.
You walking away now, or
No, well, I just like, would you like... Well, anyway, would you like to get breakfast?
I'm sure everybody will be waking up soon.
Right.
But yes.
with that, we're gonna go to. I'll do the small one. So, Hiri, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Getting roasted
Oh
in
God,
chat.
there's so many.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing?
All right,
Back to the game, please.
all right, Hiri.
You really chose me because I was like, no.
Motherfucker.
I chose you because you're by yourself. So it'll be a quicker thing.
Quick. Where is my reading nook exactly? Is it
It's
in
over
the
kind of
kitchen?
the main room. No, it's not the kitchen. Kind of where you were eating. So just like when you enter to that hallway, to kind of the dining area, it's off to the side where there's books.
Mm-hmm. So she's gonna just kind of lay there for a little bit and internally scream about last night's conversation. She's definitely starting to realize there's something more. And then she's also gonna remember... What's your character's name's called? I'm sorry.
Algeron.
Algeron? What's it?
Algeron.
Algeron.
He mentioned the book. He said third shelf to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go find that book. What is it?
Oh no.
You piece of shit. What is it? Not evil maniacal laughter. What is it?
Hold on, what is that on that shelf?
That bookshelf is mainly about romances. He has a
but
24 pass perception.
any,
If he doesn't see what's going on, he's blind.
Any romance novel you were looking for in general?
There's something there that wasn't there before.
Oh god. She's like gonna
The
look
dragon's
at the book.
heart.
Pause. She's having an internal crisis at this point.
Do you feel called out?
Yeah. Yeah. She's just
You look amongst the books.
yeah. She'll look around. What kind of
Oh,
books are there?
There's a couple of names stick out. There was a from called Tuscaloosa.
You motherfucker!
Wow.
You find there's one that says Infernal Love.
These sound more like smut than romance novels, Carson.
That's because they are.
I see.
It's like the old ones you find cheap at the
There's
bookstore.
the
Is there anything else other
Ye
than
Old
romance
Courtship
novels?
book.
Oh.
Or Ye Old Book of Courtship.
Throw it at
Oh,
Sora.
the courtly
Are
love.
there? Okay, I'm gonna go to a different bookshelf. Is there anything else other than love novels on these
There
shelves?
are.
Mystery
There's other-
novels. There's
You find mystery, and there's actually quite a bit of would be kind of political books.
The mystery why I feel this way.
but besides those shelves, the rest of it is history books.
Your feelings at you.
Please spare me.
This is why I can't have conversations across the table like this.
Nikki's gonna go for the history
You
book.
wrote by
You
Professor
would
Ugo.
also notice on the lower part of the bookshelf, there is a small section of kids' books that looks to be never touched.
Oh. That's sad. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a history book and I'll take a couple of those. She'll take a second look at the love novels. She'll close her eyes and grab one.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, you want me to roll to see which one I grab?
No,
think
God
Carson's
will.
rolling for you.
Carson wants to roll.
God will roll.
We'll see if she gets to it.
Take a chance, roll the dice.
Which one do I grab?
You find Angelic Hearts. It's called.
Oh.
Okay. What's it say on the back?
But-
What's the what's it?
Nothing.
There's
There's no peer review
That's right.
stuff.
There's no
Stop
like
doing
that.
Look at
that.
the picture. It shows of It actually shows looks to be the cover looks to be like a cleric. And she looks like she's praying, and there's like a form of a masculine angel behind her.
Okay. She's gonna kind of cringe.
You'd also see a
Please.
subtitle, Forbidden Love.
Please tell me there's like an Utherencia version of Chuck Tingle.
Oh God, no, not Chuck Tingle.
I don't know what that is.
I take it back. I'm putting the
We'll
book
show you
back.
after.
I put the book back. I'm gonna find a different one. No, actually, no. Scratch that. She's not gonna grab any of them. After finding that one, she's like, nope, nope.
Go after the history books.
What was that?
You just go after the history books.
She's just gonna grab the history books.
You like, put them in your bag, or what are you
No,
doing?
she's gonna go back and she's gonna put them like on her side and then start just
Right.
reading.
Okay. So you're just doing it?
Yeah, that's what she's gonna do because nothing else.
All right. So go before I wake up the 3 in the room. Algeron, what are you doing?
I would wake up pretty early. Try to, before everyone else is awake, to be a good host.
All right.
And I would go outside, chop some firewood, and start the oven. And
You do see Belle as you go out. You just wave to Belle.
I wouldn't wave. I'd give a
Nod.
curt bow.
Okay.
Ahoy.
Belle was returning, or no, because Belle was trans. So you wake up. I'll say you probably didn't see because Belle would have been
Okay.
back in the car. So.
I see. Belle's still in trance.
No,
Okay, Belle's off.
you notice that Belle is in the greenhouse still.
Okay. I'd leave Belle alone. I'd go further into the woods, chop some wood and gather kindling and bring it back. And start the fire and begin the day. I would also go into the second part of the greenhouse, which is the workshop next attached to the clinic, and start making some more mixtures for Aubrey. Redress his wounds, and by the time that's done, I would have used the bell already, and breakfast would be ready, and I'd start waking people up.
Okay, you do see as you're getting everything ready and have the bell, you do notice that. And Ahiri's over there kind of reading one of the books. Here you would notice that.
And with a sly grin, he would say, I see my recommendation is not to your liking.
She kind of looks and she has the book like half covering her face and you just see her squinting at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It appears that I forgot to read the room.
Like she's just squinting. Like it's even narrower.
A small joke. I jest. Care for breakfast?
Sure. She kind of closed the book very slowly, not taking her eyes off. Puts it down.
Oh, that you went and found Belle and told Sora. Breakfast.
I would also, as I grab Sora, I'd say, someone special has been waiting for you.
What do you mean by that?
Breakfast, of course. I value it to be someone special to me. They say it's the most important meal of the day. And I'm going to roll deception. Praise O Mater, guidance me.
Here. Guidance.
Here.
2. That's not bad. And I'm going to have my familiar with me, giving me advantage.
You bitch.
Of course I will. So, first one is a 19, second one... Okay, so 19.
I got 19 as well.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Didn't you already?
It's worth it.
Okay. It's worth it.
31 plus 2, that's a 33.
Shit.
Dang.
All right. You should just deceiving on when you said the
Yes.
breakfast is the most important thing.
All right.
He
This.
says, I think he's saying breakfast is the most important part.
I go. All right. That is true.
You did hear when he said someone is important is waiting for you though.
But why did you say someone?
Because I view breakfast to be the utmost importance, close to personifying it.
Okay, I guess I believe the lie. So it's like, all right, that's a weird philosophy, but
Okay.
Well, you can't run on an empty stomach, and we can't fight or prevail evil.
that is true. All right. I didn't know you were well, I guess I don't really know you that well.
I have to take care of everyone here, so
And
might as well take care of them to the best of my ability.
And I say thanks for letting us stay the night, and I never got to say thanks to that.
Think nothing of it. It's what I expected, and I was prepared. Mind you, not as prepared as I wished.
By the way, how did you know about the visions?
The visions.
You said you knew when I came in that one time. When I came in, you just said, "Oh, I knew you were coming."
And he's not going to roll insight for this, but he looks at Rigel, the jackdaw on his shoulder. Oh, some little birdies told me. And he gives you a knowing smile, and off he goes to the kitchen.
Fine, keep your secrets. Alright. That's the words like, alright.
So what did you guess you would have grabbed Bell? Would you gonna enjoy for breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is, you guys might not know. You guys never heard him talk to Okri, yet he's understood your names and who Okri was as well.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
So, just putting that out.
Somebody blurted out somebody's name. I'm not pointing fingers.
All right. Well, as you're grabbing your rolls together. All right. Ibalsa, Afi, and Sirsha. You wake up amongst the fort, or used to be a fort of the bed. Who did everyone sleep on this giant bed?
Yeah, you would have slept in the middle.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Did I get at least 2 pillows?
She'd share.
Okay.
She's probably using both of you as a pillow.
I would try to spread myself out.
It's
Just
full.
not spread eagle, but like kind of just like.
However you sleep.
Star! Patrick
Alright.
Star!
You wake up. You do have 2 of the pills. You seem to be holding them. And you wake up, and that's the only pills that are actually on the bed.
Oh, what? Now hold on. Out of game. I thought Ibalsa was sitting on a mountain of pillows.
There was a mountain of pillows.
That's right.
Not anymore.
Someone wrestled them away while in their sleep.
I look around for the rest of the pillows. Like,
Might be some on the ground.
Say obviously, since if you're in a deep sleep, you wake up. You see so you wake up first. Seriously, you do see Ibalsa coming to you. And you see that passed out form of Afi just kind of lounging on taking up half of the bed.
my current priority is trying to find the missing pillows.
You quickly find them. They're on the floor.
Oh,
I've kind of knocked them over.
Would she also smell breakfast?
of course I would.
You would smell breakfast.
Bold of you to assume no.
Bold of you to assume I can't smell. Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Jesus, don't insert. I get up and rub sleep from my eyes. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll see you guys down there.
You
Well,
get
so
no
you're-
response.
Yeah, you're kind of moving around like up.
I am doing my best to stay asleep.
Okay, you kind of open your eyes a little bit. You see seriously. You close your eyes.
No, I
again.
don't even open my eyes. I just...
Okay,
So you,
you feel the bed kind of
that's fine.
move as the moments. Seriously,
And I just leave.
just go out the door and just head downstairs for breakfast.
I'm
Okay.
hungry.
Yes, Algaron would notice you. You see, breakfast is making itself. A batter. And it looks like pancakes are being fried on a flat stovetop.
What are these? I don't think I've ever seen pancakes before.
Maybe not pancakes like being made, but you do know bakery goods. You
They
would
don't
know,
sell
like,
pancakes at bakeries like that, though, do they?
No.
No,
And he's sipping his tea and he stops and looks at
probably a little
you
more fancy.
and says, okay, fine. So he sips
No.
his
The pancakes.
Pancakes.
But-
he sips his tea with a pinky up. More fancy, there you go. And he says, well, depending on who you ask, some call them pancakes, flat cakes, or even, well, quite crudely to call them this, but sweat cushions.
I like flat cakes better.
Also hotcakes.
Either way, thanks to some friends in the nature of the forest, we have some honey.
Bees.
Stop.
I was meaning to ask you, before Nahiri, or I know what I'm gonna say. I just haven't gotta recall the word.
It's okay, sir. She's still waking up.
It's that long Windows boot up.
Our dark friend with wings.
Nahiri?
Nahiri.
I said Nahiri.
Oh.
I was trying to remember the race, but I can't right now.
Tiefling.
Thank you. No, just leave the fact our dark friend with wings. Leave that in. With wings. Before she left, you said something about friends in the forest. Do you mean?
Hold your tongue. You should be polite, for Nahiri is here.
Yeah, like,
Nahiri is eating
I look-
breakfast at the table.
I look and I'm like, oh, what?
am
She
I?
probably has like her
Is
book.
me and Belle
She
there?
eats.
Yeah,
Well, he
should
would
be.
What?
Is me and
suggest
Belle there?
Yeah,
eating
you're seeing.
All
without
right,
the book.
just
Oh.
gotta do it in setting stone.
It is quite
She would have her mage hand like up, holding it.
Just gotta do it every day. Zora says, "I believe in you." With the setting stone.
Like right that second.
Yeah.
Right at that second.
You'd probably just.
They are here if you needed to talk to them.
Oh no. Also, morning, Nahiri.
Good morning, Saoirse.
Oh, you're here too. Wow, I'm just really not waking up today, am I?
You got 26 perception.
Wow, you're.
Oh, let me do this.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just wanted to make it clear that there are people here.
I'll wait for breakfast. Maybe I'll wait. Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna go bathe.
You're gonna... Oh, okay. Of the other two, what is their...
They are still sleeping.
I'll wake them up once breakfast is ready.
Saoirse leaves for the bath.
Washroom.
You know there's one upstairs and one downstairs.
Whichever is closer right now.
You are on the downstairs.
I am on the downstairs bath.
Question: are we eating now or not? We're just waiting for food.
I made you portions, and
Okay.
I'm steadily making portions for everyone else. He saw you first, and then he went to go get Sora, and then Belle, and then everyone else.
Okay.
Nico.
Alright. Is your
He's not here.
and have to
That
go
shit
wash
can
off,
stop.
Saoirse? You're going to go to wash up. Ibolsa, Offie, are you just going to sleep?
Dulce's gonna try.
It's at this point, it's getting close to it. Closer to 9 o'clock at night.
At night?
Or not night, sorry.
9 in the
8 o'clock is when you
afternoon.
woke up, so it would be... No, you guys went to bed at 4 in the afternoon.
After being sleep deprived.
Would you
Yeah,
guys
so
continue
we-
to sleep till the next day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So there
kind
you
of
go.
what I was
Yeah,
we
well,
assumed that
we were
was
trying to
thought
go
was
for morning.
happening.
Would you have all slept through till the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
after that battle, I'd have to.
Yes,
If you guys want to sleep, go all till the morning, I
that's
guess.
what I
Sure.
thought was happening.
All right.
Yeah, same.
You would have woken up early in the morning because you've been fully rested, right? So it'd be about 6 in the morning.
So it's probably now 8 now because it's been
Getting close to 7.
okay. I slowly start waking up. Like, I just go. I kind of feel around, just like
You feel the petite form of Ibolsa.
I was like, oh yes, we were sleeping. Because I pretty much passed out after the talks and all that stuff.
Most you kind of feel a nudge on you.
She just curls tighter in.
So I sit up, kind of assess the room. I guess I noticed Saoirse is gone.
Yes, you do know Sushi's on.
So I'm like, huh. I guess and then I smell the breakfast.
Yeah, you
I'll
do
smell the breakfast and I'll be like, oh. Then you hear just a growl from my stomach.
You smell the baked goods. It brings back some of the memories of when you were over at Freehaven.
Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, something smells delicious. Then I go,
Quick scent of fresh honey kind of also wafts through your nostrils.
nice. I don't think I know too much about honey because there wouldn't be like honey trees in the
You would
island.
have learned a little bit more as you travel.
I guess through the
just
travels,
eating some food, you would be like, "What is this? I
Yeah.
love it. It's honey."
yeah.
So you would
So
have quickly learned what you like and dislike.
yeah. So I try to wake up Ibalsa. I was like, Ibalsa, breakfast is here.
You just get a groan. You see her. She's got her arms tucked under her body like a cat. She's loafing. But
Okay.
you see her extend one and like feel around for a pillow, and then she drags the pillow back and covers her head with it.
Then I go, I start rubbing Ibalsa. I was like, Ibalsa, it is breakfast time.
What time is it?
I have no idea, but the sun is up.
It's too early.
Sometimes you notice it's starting to rise.
The sun is rising.
Wake me when it's up.
All right. Have a good night. Then I pat. And then I go get all my armor stuff back on.
Okay. Would you have watched it yet last night as well?
Yeah, I would have watched it while I was in the bathhouse.
Okay. Just make sure. All right.
There's no way I would have. Either that or I would have gone to the prestidigitation knob.
Okay. Stone.
The
Okay.
stone, yeah. I would have went to that and I would have been like, still cool.
So as you're like getting up, you actually hear you also like she sits up real fast and you hear like rustling. She's actually getting up.
I was like, Ibalsa, are you coming for breakfast?
Yeah, kind of forgot where we were.
Yes, we are in the healer's house.
Mm-hmm.
How was your night?
Warm.
That is good. I am a warm person.
She just kind of smiles at you.
And you just see me dressing, putting armor back onto my body.
Did you see the armor? It looks strange. Was your armor enchanted also?
No,
Okay, never mind. That was Oakley's armor. Never mind.
that was Oakley's. That would have been sweet if I had enchanted armor. But no. Just a normal half plate.
You usually just see the form of off. You kind of getting the armor on. Seems almost not quite a second nature as an Oakley. We've seen Oakley put armor on, but Oakley still puts it on pretty good.
We expecting a fight today?
I always must be prepared. Istishia says never be unprepared.
All right. She's kind of wobbling. She looks half awake.
It's like, do you need some help?
No, I'm fine. Just tired.
Understood. I will see you downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I start walking downstairs.
So grab your shield and guessing you have your hammer on your back and
Oh yeah.
kind of walk downstairs.
Yeah.
Good morning, Alfie.
Morning.
And Algeron turns around from the.
So, yeah, as you walk towards the table, you do see everyone else pretty much there.
care for
Except for
breakfast?
Saoirse. You do
I'm
not
not.
see Saoirse there, though.
I am not there.
It's like, yes, I would like breakfast.
Is he wearing an apron with Kiss the Chef on it?
No, but he does have an apron.
Does it have hearts embroidered on it?
No, but it has the symbol of the kingdom, and it says, "Don't step on me."
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Fair enough.
The other thing is, as you're eating breakfast, you would notice that you're eating fruit that you might not normally get. Would, because these two come from a high status area, would they know that it's not normal to have this unless you're noble?
What kind of fruit are you having?
Fruit that normally nobles only partake in.
Pineapples.
You know, there's more expensive. If you have it more like seasoned, is more status, as they usually make sure that all the in the country you would know that they kind of make sure that you can get food no matter where you're going. It's pretty easy since there's such an abundance.
Okay.
You do more seasoning food and like glazing it or honey.
Okay.
That's more of a status. So
you guys would probably notice something about the food like that.
see the way it's prepared is much sweeter and much
Right.
fancier.
Would I
It looks
know?
pretty.
Would I know that from meeting with some of the nobles here by the lake?
You met a few nobles. Honestly, you're not really picky about the food. You're looking at the food and you see it looks really nice.
Okay.
And from your time in Freehaven, you do know it looks like it's abundant as when you were there at a celebration, but it looks more arrayed in such a nice manner, almost kind of like art.
Okay. I ruined it by devouring it as much as I can.
Alright.
I do have to ask, gauntlets and weapons away from the table.
It's on my back.
Yes, but your gauntlets are not. They could scrape the dinner table.
Fair. Then I take off my gauntlets and put it to the side of me.
Okay.
And then I go back to eating.
I say, Belle, should we retrieve Nico?
He should be awake by now. Yeah. I can go get him.
Tell him to hurry. The food will be gone.
Yes, what a terrible thing. I mean, I can always make more portions.
I'm gonna roll insight into that comment.
Yeah, he'll roll deception.
You will come downstairs after having like washed your face and gotten dressed.
That's a tough one to beat.
Jesus.
Oh, what'd you get?
30.
Yeah, I can't. I thought that 20, like a 21.
30.
Probably found that to be suspicious, but then... Oh, you can make
I
more
might be
portions.
just too tired.
Good morning, Ebulsa.
Good morning. Is Nahiri staring at Algeron suspiciously?
Yeah. She has her book and she's just like squinting.
Nahiri, is everything okay?
It's fine.
Are you
Are
sure?
you needing seconds? I'm sorry if I misheard you.
You're coming down. You did see that Belle I just left.
Oh.
17.
Oh,
If you're still hungry, I can make you more food.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Alright, I rolled insight on you, Nahiri. I got a 17.
17? I gotta roll.
Are you rolling deception or...
Yeah, roll deception. Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oof.
Alright, she probably just thinks you're having a weird morning.
I say,
You can tell she's tired.
Nahiri, did you ever read that book I gave you?
Yes, I read it on the way here.
What did you think?
She like rubs her eyes, just like not fully awake. I'm sorry, what was your question? I did not hear you.
I say, what did you think of the book?
I enjoyed it. It was really good. Thank you.
Oh, a book. Is this a book club now? What book did you get? I'm quite interested.
She'll pull it out of her bag and hand it to you. It's a... What was it? An Elven history book?
The group, something, Legends of Fae.
Legend of Fae? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the second minting of it. Oh, it's good. And he gives it back to you.
Oh, you read it?
I've read many things. Yes.
You're all around there. You do see her. See if she would have finished. walking
Yeah,
up
I'm back.
and see the skin form of Saoirse coming downstairs.
Huh?
Would you be?
No, no.
I was on the
downstairs.
ground
Oh,
floor.
so you wouldn't go to the town. That's right. You were in the bomb.
Came from the hall.
You go to the hallway. Start washing up.
Feel better, Saoirse?
Oh yeah, much more refreshed now.
Good. Join us in breakfast.
Sit down.
You're gonna dig into hot cakes and
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
honey and
try.
fruit.
I'm definitely gonna get a unusually large portion of the fruit, but also maybe like one hot cake just to try it. Not sure.
You see there's all pictures of looks to be honey. You smell it. It smells like there might be a little bit of cinnamon. Sometimes there's kind of other spices in it.
I pour some honey on the pancake.
Did you have a good night rest, Offie?
Yes.
Deja vu.
And I say, I didn't. You kicked my ass.
I'm rolling insight. Inspiration. Or not inspiration. Guidance. That's a 3. Don't fucking talk down to me, motherfucker.
I'm not talking down to you.
I know what your help was. So
You
obviously,
hit me hard.
that's a natural point.
That's yeah.
I'm not lying. You kicked my ass.
Or are you trying to roll? Just try to insight.
Yeah.
If
See
words are
if it's like
I'm guessing you're.
He hit me hard. Not that many people can do that.
Do see that while you probably weren't going to win without your magic, You can definitely tell that Saoirse is putting out respect.
Sora.
Sorry. Yes, Saoirse, you fought Offie.
And I won.
And you won.
Man, holy fuck.
Congrats.
So, sorry, Sora is giving you respect. Or Jim vouching for your skills as you were for him.
I appreciate that.
Now, I'm glad you appreciate that. I hope there's no more fighting.
There won't be needing unless danger comes to us.
Right.
Right. Understandable. But what I speak of is infighting.
Oh, this was not infighting. We're just breaking the tension.
I have no problem with him.
I have no
Within the
problem.
party.
Insight. I'm rolling insight on you.
I'm being truthful. This,
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't
You
say.
can
roll.
I'm
Still
saying.
roll.
You can still roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still roll.
Paranoid motherfucker.
Is it that one?
That's a 10.
Okay, that's fine.
So pretty much, you think there might be something, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
There might be something.
Yes.
Yeah, you could just see she gives a quick squint at you, then she goes back to her book.
Yeah.
I sip my tea and wait for everyone else to finish eating.
Boss, are you joining in
Yeah,
eating?
she was already there eating.
Okay. Belle, you headed off to a little after 7. You gonna head back to get Nico?
Mm-hmm.
You do go over there. You find that Nico's kind of just waking up, kind of groggy.
You want some breakfast?
It's not more vegetables, is it?
Fruits? Pancakes? Honey?
Do we have to walk?
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Could we fly there?
Yeah, if you don't mind hopping on my back.
But you have an airship.
I'm not gonna fly the ship over to the cottage.
But why?
Oh, you see, I don't want to crash into the building.
Can't we just like be right above it?
Kind of stares down at Nico like, oh, sweet, sweet child.
Alright, can we at least get closer?
If there's a good spot that the airship can stay in, yes, I can move it closer.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You're
What
good.
about where,
You're
uh,
good.
Where they had that fight?
Was that a good clearing spot, DM?
It was large enough that you'd be lying close to it.
It was
Maybe-
behind the woods.
Oh.
Or
Maybe-
not behind. It was in the woods. So you'd have to walk from the woods to the cottage.
It's definitely closer.
But yeah.
Probably some good cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Sure, Nico, for you.
Kind of goes to the front of the ship and is watching.
You're such a doting father already.
Be what your own father couldn't.
Stop.
Oh.
I'm proud of you.
Stop, you guys.
Jesus, guys, come
I
on.
will never stop.
Alright, you're gonna pilot over there.
Mm-hmm.
You keep hearing as you're piloting, you keep hearing, whoa, more left, more, other way, like, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. And you're just kind of expertly just piloting it.
Yeah.
And you're getting too close. He's like, look out, look out, look out, look out. You just gotta just stop. Oh. Okay, you're good.
This kid.
I love him.
Thank you, Nico.
He hops out and kind of like, brace you to the cottage.
All right. He's not gonna hold back this time.
Okay, he's gonna just,
Yeah.
you can see
Full
he's like,
sprint.
first couple of steps and just, oh! No fair, you used magic.
No! Just full sprint.
He just doesn't care. He's just
That's me.
running up. And you were kind of eating. We do see Belle and Nico walking.
All right.
Kinda walks
As
up there.
soon as Nico walks in, Sora throws a pancake at his face. At Nico.
What?
Try to catch it.
I think it depends. It depends. How quick are
If
reflexes?
you go and throw it, Nico just catches it in his mouth.
Oh,
He's
dang.
good.
He grabs it and you see it.
I applaud.
Nice reflexes.
Terrified.
I just started applauding. I was like,
Nice.
You're hearing whistles.
I should not
Congratulations.
remind you, or have to remind you, not to play with the food that I make.
I apologize.
Nico just walks up and pulls one of the chairs out and kind of sits in it.
Do you wish to have more?
That was delicious. I'd want more of those.
Very well. And he gets up and serves some more.
Okay. He kind of digs into it in gusto. Just eating, just scarfing it down.
And he stops him. He's like, slowly. I already have one person I have to take care of. If you choke, that makes two.
He goes and grabs it slowly and he just puts the entire benefit in his mouth.
This kid.
He just chooses to swallow.
Algernon
Slowly.
just folds his arms and just is staring down at this kid.
I start laughing as I have food in my mouth.
Make sure you finish your fruit. I shall be back. I must pay homage to Ilmater. After that, we can get down to business.
He just like nods into his cheeks full.
So, he leaves and he's going to go to the pavilion to pray.
Okay. You go pray. I'm guessing everyone's gonna finish up eating.
Yeah, Nahiri's gonna ask where the bathroom is so she can wash up.
See if she's gonna
Oh.
point it out.
Yeah, down the hall.
Alright, sounds good.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Alright. You wash up, I'm gonna say you all eat, kind of gather your belongings and when you're getting ready, so Algernon, you come back from the pavilion. See everyone's done and you do see as you went out, you did see that the airship was closer.
And as I'm kicking off the mud and using the cleansing stone and come inside, I don't make eye contact with anyone as I'm taking my jacket off, but I do make a comment. Oh, those airships sure like to move on their own nowadays. Didn't expect it to be there. It's like, bam, right there.
The world works in mysterious ways.
So it does.
Also stifles a snort.
Either way, he kind of looks at Nico. Is he finished?
He's eating some more fruit. Just
You finish those. Go ahead.
I'm gonna.
It's great for your health.
I'm gonna look at him and say, "Look inside. It,
Go ahead.
might have poisoned the food." I'm like,
While this is happening, I'm looking between him and Offie, who... Are you still eating?
What's your insight roll?
I'm looking between the two, just like...
16.
You probably might think that
look at Nico, he just has a big smile.
he
Just
wants
like
to
full food.
him
And I
to
look
eat
at
it,
you.
I
so he'll
smile
shut
as
up.
well with
Oh,
some
okay,
food in
gotcha.
my mouth.
The same.
So he grabs a chair and he calls over Rigel, and he kind of perches on his shoulder. Well, we've had a days of rest, more than some of you had more rest. Hopefully, you all are ready. If not, we can wait one more day. No longer than that.
I'm ready to go.
I'm good to go.
Yes.
The quicker we do this, the quicker Okri heals.
Yes. The lake that you all have been to. Were you there during the day?
Yes, for a little bit.
Did you happen upon seeing the small island in the middle?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That is
all
our
would've-
destination.
You all know that there is several smaller islands, so you would definitely see small islands.
Would I know exactly which one? Because I've been scouting the lake.
You've been scouting it. You would know if you had a pipe up. You know, you've seen smaller ones, but you do know there is a larger one they talked about, but you didn't really see it. As there was a kind of a fog, kind of a natural storm. It looked like in the middle of the lake.
Okay, so I relay that to the group.
Well, I hear there's rumors it is called something of the Ladies' Island.
You
The
would
Ladies'
know.
Island?
You heard that it's often called Elena's Garden.
Namely, Elena's Garden.
Can I roll history on that?
You can.
On
I'm gonna roll as well.
mostly Elena.
You have disadvantage.
I have a disadvantage.
Yes.
You're from the
Oh, I
ocean.
am. Well, I would think because I've literally been scouting.
You
this
know
place.
the island, but if you want to roll history on it, you're going to have disadvantage.
Fine, I'll roll
Ocean
disadvantage.
man.
Would me and Belle know
Bye-bye.
since we're from the area?
You can roll.
16.
And use lucky if this is low. Yep. No, not yet.
So it's a history.
There we go. 26.
26.
12. 13. So 12 plus 1 is 13. Plus 4 is 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for everyone's rolls. Whoever wants to roll for it.
16.
12.
12.
I rolled a 2. What do you want from me?
Like 7.
Big oof.
7.
Yeah.
You're still getting groggy. You're still waking up. You know, as like your breakfast, the lake. You know, you've never really been to it besides your night outing there. You don't really know anything of Elena's garden. Elena name sounds familiar.
To me?
Yeah. With you, you know Elena was the name of the late High King. Was the name of his wife. You roll 17?
Yes.
You've heard some tale. What'd you roll?
16.
16? You two would know that you've heard tales of how it was called Elena's Garden. As you've heard this island out there was blessed, and it's actually a spot where you've heard where the reason why it's called Marqueth Lake is Elena Marqueth was like King Faust's wife, and that's where they were actually married on this island.
Oh.
Interesting.
With 26, you know this island is actually sometimes called the Saldarine Amakir.
How do you spell that?
Saldarine. Amakir. Saldarine Amakir, which means Elven gods, which means the Elven gods' flower gem.
Okay.
Or gem flower. You've heard the tales that it was blessed by Sylvanas and by. Let me look at that other name.
Saloon?
Nope. And Elebrin Leothiel, the elven goddess of nature and gardens. It was sanctified and blessed by both these gods. And it's seen as a sacred site for all those who kind of worship nature.
Okay.
And you've heard the rumors. You've never been, but you've heard it's one of the most beautiful places in the entire kingdom.
Okay.
So, I guess they're sharing the information they know.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'll relay what I know.
I'll relay the same information that you know as well.
Yeah.
And then I'll fill in the gaps from what I know.
Alright.
So, is this where the mysterious herb you're looking for?
Yes. What I know would be like a flower or like a...
You wouldn't know exactly what you heard. There's flowers. You're sure there's lots of herbs there that can have healing properties.
Okay.
So you'd have to get there to see which ones are probably you best.
This is the destination we need to go to.
So then, other than the things in the lake, what's so perilous about this?
That's the thing. Not many have been to that island in a while. For I have not heard of people going. And what I know, it's surrounded by fog.
It's usually sometimes there can be fog, but usually you can see it.
Okay.
In fact, that off he says there's a kind of a storm above it. It kind of strikes as weird.
Okay. But besides that, usually things never seemed so easy.
Yeah, don't we know it?
We are going to a consecrated land. Even if we are not facing evil, there is a chance of upsetting the gods.
Why would the gods be upset?
Because we just waltzed onto their island and took something from it?
I am prepared for the proper procedures, I have offerings for said gods. But we still must follow the proper rites.
Right.
That I can take care of.
All right.
But once we are there, you will have to listen so that we do not upset them.
I'll follow your lead.
It shall be pretty simple. Do not try to make trails or paths. Do not burn or rip apart this consecrated land. Besides that, hearing that there is dangers in the water, they may come out during the night, as you all have said, but they might still lurk underneath.
Mm-hmm.
As you bring up the lake, and Nico kind of stops eating, and he's kind of listening now.
Well, besides that, that is all I have to say. I have, and he has Okri's bag wrapped around his belt. Okri's gear that he wishes to have be put in use should the need arise.
Can I see Okri?
I'll take you to him.
Okay.
The rest, I suppose, either you can wait here, or we can meet at the airship.
I'll go get ready.
Very well.
I will follow you to say goodbye to Okri.
I'll come with you.
All right. Nico, let's go.
Pushes the chair back and kind of puts the bowl or the kind of plate as you know of.
And I bring them into the...
So we all head off to follow, kind of go see Okri. So, Balsa, Sora, and Nico. Okay. You're all following Algeron. Alright, I'll follow you to the clinic.
And I move aside the curtain, and Okri, I guess, is still resting there. Is he? Is he, DM?
He kind of actually looks like he's actually kind of awake a little bit. Just
Okay.
you see, he's kind of reaching for something on the other side.
And
What is your
Algeron would give their privacy, let them in, and he would close the curtain behind them and leave.
All right. You all approach. You three approach. So Balsa, Sora, and Nico. You approach. You see Okri reaching for his flask.
I give it to him.
Why
Basta
you
just
gotta
rolls her
make
eyes.
things so easy?
Oh, okay. Nico takes it and puts it further away.
He continues to struggle for it. I might need some help.
Uval's is gonna push it a little closer.
He grabs it. He uncorks it, takes some, and starts coughing, and coughs some black stuff onto the ground.
You need rest.
That's not supposed to happen.
Maybe you should sit up when you drink?
If I could. I have a... Well,
Want some pillows?
I have a pillow.
Would you like more?
It should be fine.
We're going to the place today where it might have something that will cure you.
I have been told.
So as you're sitting there, you do feel a pain. It kind of you feel pain, and you feel like kind of a numbness around the wound.
Okay.
Kind of an unnatural feeling. Like you still feel there's like you're healthy, like there's life there, but just feels off.
And Okri speaks up. I have been given the option to tell you this. But what currently is going on in my body, Algeron says there's the sort of magical necrosis. Whatever that means.
Okri, do you remember with the undead in Duskshire?
Aye.
The buildings had been hit with something that caused them to decay. It might be something like that.
It might be burning in your organs.
Well, I I at least have faith in a man of faith.
I see no faith for the rest of us.
Is it moving? You go like, look like he's getting.
I'm gonna
He's getting
block
aggressively
it.
to like kind of poke you.
I say I
We're
stop
gonna
him.
stop. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna stop his hands.
Do not touch him.
Best not to touch that.
I didn't want to say it is, but it is. Don't worry, I don't feel it.
Is it alive?
I don't know if it is or what even it is. All I know is I might not make it. My will is in my bag. If I die, I have been given Algeron permission to read it out loud.
Well,
Am I on your will?
I.
Okay, go think. Let's go thinking.
Should I kill him?
Oh God! Let me go grab that pillow for you, old man.
Takes out the dagger you gave him.
Oh God!
Okri, we're not going to let you die without at least giving you a chance to fight back.
Exactly.
It's not a good death that way.
I think I've regained my honor.
You already had it.
No. Otherwise, I would not have been here, traveling with you all.
Ogre, you're one of the most wisest men I know.
And he starts laughing and kind of hurting. You know, enough with the jokes.
No, I'm not joking. You have taught me a lot in combat, and we've had a connection. And I am proud. I know you once said, dwarf lives, that us are a speck in your lives. But to me, I will always remember.
I'm going to stop you right there. None of that sappy stuff.
Oh, thank God. I was worried you were expecting a heartfelt plea out of me, too.
I'm glad you're still alive, Oakley. I think we should probably go, but before we do, he's reaching in his pocket, pulling out 4 platinum. He's putting them on the table next to you. I bet you 4 platinum. You basically, bet you 4 platinum, double or nothing. If you die, you owe me double.
And he looks him square in the eye and says, all right. And if I die, I'll raise the stakes. 300 platinum.
Saying if he dies, that you owe him 300 platinum.
I owe him 300
Oh.
platinum.
Deal. You can put his hand out, but don't make it easy on me for me.
Don't count on it.
Can I put his hand out?
He shakes his hand weakly.
It's a contract.
Verbal, I suppose.
All right, well, we'll be back, so don't die while we're gone or you're going to lose that platinum.
I won't need it where I'm going.
You better be here when we get back.
Eve says this as she's like walking towards the door.
Sora's gonna stay there and wait.
That'll
for
be
you guys
up to
leave.
Moradin. I'll hold strong.
Sora's gonna wait for you two to leave.
And there goes,
She's gonna
niggas are watching this.
she's gonna tap Nico on the shoulder and
He does a little bow to Moken and says, thank you. Okay. Heads out.
Nico and I will head back to the group.
Okay.
And Okri kind of just stares at the ceiling, acknowledging your presence, but still stares at the ceiling. All right, out with it.
Are you scared of dying?
And he looks over you with a stupid look. I am afraid of many things. Dwarven women, for once.
I hear they stab you.
Some tend to stab you when you kiss them, their prickly beards, that is. But death I do not fear.
I'm glad. I know you said no sap, but I'll say this. My image of you is invincible. And I'm going to make sure you come back from this.
If not, and you want to make my image invincible, make sure my homeland put me up in stone and give me a proper pose.
I'll plate it in gold myself.
Gold. You're not a dwarf yet. A dwarf would say something else. Gold tarnishes. You're getting there. He starts coughing weakly, and he points towards his bag over on the side of the bed.
Clinic.
Yeah.
Yep, and I guess you're motioning me to go grab it. I can grab it for you.
He starts digging around in it. And he gives you two things. He takes out a potion. He says, I was saving that for a rainy day. Looks like I misjudged.
What's it do?
That'll be a surprise.
Okay. The second thing? I'd put it in my bag.
And he starts taking off a necklace. He says, this is what has been keeping me alive, keeping me stable. None of the fancy stuff that. He kind of peeks past the curtain just to make sure. Healer's been giving me. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go by my old strength, not by magic. If I am going to be claimed by Moradin, so be it. But if not, I shall be here, waiting for your return.
Ogre. And he grabs it.
This is yours now.
I thank you. And if you somehow do pass away, when I come, I will come after you, and you and I will share drinks in the next life.
Don't count on it. The thing about dwarves, we're tough to kill, even in death. They believe we come back. I may have a different name. I might be even a pretty dwarf. Pretty dwarf lass. Fancy that.
And hopefully, like my spirit guides me, maybe I'll be your spirit to guide you in your next life.
I'd drink to that thought if I could, without spilling. Now, get out of my sight before I change my mind.
He takes it. And he goes, he looks back. Is there any I'm not a fool. I know about the love potion.
And Okri just straight face says, I know. I never took you for a fool. But you are as hard as a rock, or rather a diamond sometimes. Sometimes friends have to give each other pushes into the chasm darkness and mystery. So what are you waiting for?
I think I'll tell her at the ball.
Well, I'm still alive. I'll be laughing. If not, I'll be rolling in my grave.
All right. You better live, damn it, I say in Dwarvish, and I walk out.
And the last thing you hear him weakly say as before he starts to go back to sleep is, "May Dumathoin protect you."
So you're all got ready and got onto the airship. Before you're all kind of getting ready on, you do see Algeron. Guessing you would have already told that you're heading with them. So Algeron's kind of joining you all on the airship, and everyone while everyone's other, you head off back towards the lake.
So the other thing is he would go up to the mast or the helm of the ship and kind of run his fingers across the wood nostalgically. And if anyone catches him, he would kind of hold his hand back in a closed fist as if rejecting it.
Are you nearby, Belle?
If you're next to the helm.
He is the driver.
Okay. Well, I mean, he would have been there like before you got there. That's what he would have tried to do. You might catch him coming down or at the helm.
And you walk in, you do see he's checking out the helm. And he's,
Nostalgic at all?
I remember when I had a ship like this. It seems like he's lost in thought. He snaps to. It's been some time. But I'm rambling. Ignore me.
Did
He
you
gives you
miss
a
it?
curt smile. You would allow me to pilot this?
Maybe in due time. We have, after all, just met.
This is my SS disappointment.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe so, Dairon. But we'll learn about each other slowly. And he leaves.
Okay. Me, I was like, wait, do I say, is that a promise or no? No.
alright. Well, how fast are you going to head back towards the lake?
Is that how you pronounce your last name?
Dairon?
Yeah.
I assume either way, like Dairon or Dairon.
Okay.
Subtle intricacies, but I would pronounce it Dairon.
Okay.
Alright. How fast are you going to fly the ship back to the lake?
Pretty dang fast as we can, because we only lose daylight, right?
Alright. It's about time you head out. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Say, going as fast as you can. Kind of close. You get there around 10 hours. Get there around 7 o'clock. And then you come in the evening, you do see the lake. You notice Nico's kind of under, back down in the lower decks. Kind of.
I would have also had a long rest and slept again. Did I have any dreams? Or did you look at that?
Your dreams, you do kind of get a feel there's some images of basically water around you. You see just, the water's blackness. It looks like it's like the darkness looks like it's coming up, kind of like tendrils. And you see multiple eyes appear. Then everything goes dark.
Okay.
And you kind of just wake up a little bit. So when you wake up, you do find everyone. If you want to take a short rest, you can. Or let's say with 10 hours, you take a long rest. Even.
I will attune to the necklace Elker gave me.
All right.
It is the Periat of Healing.
All right.
Is Offie up on the top of the deck?
Yeah.
Okay. He was gonna pester you and see if you can do anything about the storm that's going on over the island.
really see the island, like, you know,
I'm gonna
as you were
roll.
told by Offie, you can't really see. As you get closer now, you do see there the lake. If you look hard enough, you do see there's like the clouds. Looks like there's can look like fog, kind of closer to what you remembered over at Sylvan Vale, but darker. You can actually see it looks like thunder clouds, and you see like the occasional flash of light.
To me, I'm excited. Just because there's a storm.
Quite distant, and as you're approaching the lake, are you guys gonna look around the lake at all, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
comes up to
Or like the shore?
Yeah, she is.
The other thing is, with that long rest, I'm changing one of my spells from Commune to Dawn.
Okay. Are you gonna take it the same way? Are you gonna go fly over the village and villages?
If we're gonna fly over the villages, we use the spyglass to see if any villagers are there.
You know, I mean, you guys can check out the one that you were at.
That's what I'm saying.
When you're looking down, as you can show the sunlight, you actually see the village you went to.
But any people?
Lots of people there. None of the buildings look damaged, actually.
From the past, because it's only been 2 days, and like, do I notice any of the people that fleed back to the village?
It was dark, and you were with that this high, you can't really tell. You'd have to be there in person.
Okay.
What?
So as soon as I get within like 30 feet of the storm /
Oh,
fog,
you're just coming up to the lake, so you got that little ways more. to go.
yeah. So once that happens, I want to use detect magic on the area.
You guys are flying over. You guys, you can go down and investigate if you ask Val. You do see, like I said, you do see the spyglass. You see the same village you were looking at that you guys went to, and doesn't seem to be anything wrong.
Hey, did they rebuild in like a day and a half?
There was a lot of damage.
You must worry about that later. Right now, our focus is on healing Oakry.
I know. It's just a little worrying.
Something to take mental note
You should,
of.
we shall keep an eye on them as much as we can.
You can roll perception there through the spyglass.
I'm gonna help.
I'm going to help you with guidance.
Oh, cool.
So roll your guidance as well.
Okay, I guess we'll... One.
Are you rolling your guidance?
No, I was like...
Okay.
Sorry. I
I was
thought...
waiting for his guidance. I was like, oh,
My
you want me
bad.
to roll?
No,
first?
sorry.
Alright. That is a... 23.
I'll look through. You actually see some humanoids. Look to be kind of blue, and the other one has a greenish skin. They look to be kind of almost elvish, but they have kind of thin ears. Look like they have more of kind of almost scale skin.
They
They have kind of long hair, long flowing hair.
I look over at Saoirse. Does it look kind of similar?
I tilt
Kind
my
of. They
head.
look more one with the water.
I tilt my head inquisitively. I'm like, what?
Saoirse, look. Look it up.
What? Okay.
And as soon as you look, you see 3 tritons down there at this village.
They're Tritons.
Say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tritons, aren't those fish people belonging to the sea?
Right.
There were supposedly some that lived in this lake.
I haven't seen any at all. This is the first sighting for me.
Hey, you don't think that the monster in the lake got them too?
The Tritons or the villagers?
The Tritons. Maybe they change at night too, and that's why we haven't seen them?
I don't know. I've never heard of Tritons changing into things, but then again,
Well, just
this
like the
is
villagers.
yes.
I find... Is Nico with us?
He's down below deck.
I try to get him up and say, do these...
Kind of hesitant on when you go down there. He's kind of hesitant. Kind of.
You're fine. I just want to know... I think... Do these Tritons look familiar to you?
He's down below. Is you guys gonna tell Bell to circle around, or
This is kind of worth investigating.
there are?
Can I roll a gut check?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go where my nose is telling me to.
Do you have a good nose?
I have a 24 pass perception, so I hope I do.
Follow your nose.
So it's a wisdom check?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is a 10. So basically,
With
yeah.
your basic knowledge, you do know there are Tritons in the lake, and they're the defenders of it. You've seen some through your travels around the lake, but so you know at this time of day, the three of them they could be scouting. You don't really know.
Okay. I speak up and say, they are the protectors of the lake. I do have ways to detect the disease that Oakley has. If they're infected, we can always come up with an excuse not to talk with them and end the conversation short. But because they are guardians, nonetheless, we should at least inform them.
Do we really have time for that? I feel like if we're on the island too late, the things in the lake will come up.
How far?
It's a consecrated land. If we touch down, we are safe.
Oh.
But if anywhere else, it's fair game.
I want to
Alright.
also do a gut check as well.
All right.
It's a wisdom?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. I can't do guidance because it's not a
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
ability check.
Not bad.
That is a 18.
About the same thing. You through your travels, I say, Colin. You've heard that there are Tritons. You yourself haven't seen any of them, but mostly when you went to the nobles are the ones who talked more about them. In fact, they gave you some names. They said, if you're 18, you know them. They said they called the Tritons of the Sarantir.
Tritons.
Would I know of that since I frequent the villages?
So you've heard of it.
Okay.
Um,
But not necessarily what they stand for,
Yeah.
besides being protectors.
What are they called again?
the Sarantir.
The Sarantir.
I've heard this is what the clan or family name apparently is. So the group they call themselves the Sarantir.
So Eve's gonna turn to Alvaro and say, so you think we should check in with them real quick then?
And Sarantir, the Tritons?
Yes.
Okay. It wouldn't hurt to try, and if anything, we could keep the information on the down low
Alright.
and simply gauge them.
Velsa's gonna use the message cantrip to let Belle know what we figured out.
So you're piloting. You're told to circle, pretty much to circle around back to the village.
Check in with the Tritons. Blah blah blah.
Okay. Kind of circle down, kind of getting lower, and you do get closer to the village. As you get lower, you do see more of the familiar people. Well, oddly enough, you don't really see as many children before.
As soon as I touch ground and I'm gonna start walking in the village, and do they recognize me?
You walk in, a couple of them recognize you and kind of nodding to you.
Okay.
Eve will go with you.
The other thing is, when he got off, you'd notice that he said something in Celestial, and his clothes began to morph into something else entirely. Instead of just average lounge wear around his cottage, it turned into a cloak that is a white traveling cloak with simple design.
Eve's just gonna look at you and say, don't want to be recognized?
He would also have a cane that looks to be made out of bone. So it's not that. It's precautionary.
And
She
while
sure
that's happening, I'm going to take Saoirse to walk towards the Tritons. If they're walking into the village.
I think that's where we were
Yeah, that's
going.
where we're headed.
You
Oh,
all
sorry.
gonna head towards the village, or
I'm gonna
they
stay
will
with
on the
Nico.
boat?
Yeah, and Harry was on the boat as well.
Belle, you
He asks if some people prefer him to stay to wait or if they would like his help out.
I think stay to wait.
Is what you'd get from Balsa.
Yeah, stay and wait.
Alright, so who's heading off the ship? So, Saoirse off
Well,
the-
actually thinking about
also-
it now, if we're splitting the party, we need someone who is also I guess would need a healer on both sides. So,
You know,
just in case,
You gonna stay then?
I'll stay.
you're gonna say so.
I'm going with them.
You're gonna go with. Alright, so Agaron and Balsa and Sirsha. You see you're heading out towards the village. Agaron, you do get some nods from some of the villagers. Mostly kind of 7 in the afternoon. Like they're kind of days kind of winding down.
I raise my cane and kind of a salute, tap it on my head, and
You get
give a
some-
nod.
Alright.
While I'm doing that, though, I will be concentrating as well as casting Detect Poison and Disease within 30 feet around me if I know the diseases, as well as if it's the same one Oakley has.
You
If
get the
anyone is
same.
affected.
Did you cast? You get the same sense.
I know what it is at.
I know.
Yeah.
You get a familiar sense, but it's not really strong. It's more of you sense something similar, but it's not a poison.
Okay. I follow the presence.
Question: did you give those 2 rings to Balsa, or did you put them back in the bag?
I gave them to you.
Okay.
I gave you the discretion and the direction of choosing between you and Hiri.
She hasn't given anything to anyone just yet. She's actually gonna pull out the fiend one and take
Okay.
a look at it.
But he does have the rest of the stuff in Oakley's bag.
Okay.
Nothing happens with the fiend ring.
All right. And the undead one, she'll look at that one too.
Nothing.
Okay. She'll just put them back in her bag.
Do keep in mind, out of game, those work with within 100.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
The feeling you're trying to do your spell, you're just feeling it kind of all around in general. It's kind of hard to really pinpoint. It's really weak. Like you're sensing the same, but it's not really a poison. You feel like the spell's
It's not the poison disease.
same thing. You feel as a whatever it was, you're getting hints of it, but the spell's not working to its fullest. You're kind of getting a sense of like all around you.
Okay. And you notice he looks back at you, and he takes out Okri's sending stone.
Evolves eyebrows raised.
He gives you a sly look, and he sends it to you, saying, "Yes, I know, but I have permission."
You get back fair enough.
This town is infected with the same disease Okri has, but I cannot pinpoint. It seems that in their dormant state, like you've mentioned, they are weaker, and so is the presence. We cannot trust who is or who is not infected without being rude and examining them in a improper way.
I see. So you don't think we should speak with the Tritons?
I did not say that, but I am merely stating be on guard.
Understood. I'll let you do the talking since you're most familiar with the people here.
I appreciate that. And he cuts, communicating as he's walking with Ibosa.
She would have included you on the conversation.
Oh, okay.
So you
Am I in
do
this?
see 3 Tritons kind of look in your direction, kind of pointing. They do apparently be approaching you, Sergio.
What's your name? Sending stone, Algaron.
I'll handle it. Get behind me.
Eve's gonna stand beside you, Saoirse.
Yeah.
So if you walk up, looks like one's kind of more in robes, and other ones look like they have kind of a lighter armor and have some tridents.
And I
Yep.
would say, good day to the House of Serentir.
We see the kind of the one looks older, kind of a fins kind of look like tendrils coming down and whatnot. Algaron, I believe.
You are correct.
What brings you here? Is there injury or sickness?
You could say that. Have you heard of the rumors of the lake?
We've heard rumors, yes. We
Now,
heard this village was attacked, but I see nothing to report.
I want to roll insight on him.
All right.
I'm gonna help you.
And I'm also rolling with guidance. plus 3. First one is 18. Second one is 21 plus 3, so that's 24. 24 insight.
You said there's something off. Doesn't seem to be totally truthful, but there's something off.
Okay.
I mean, we heard that there was destruction and these rumors, and I've not yet seen of anything dark in these waters.
I've been hearing that they come out during the night. They apparently are attracted to the light of the towns.
Well, we could watch. He's now looking up at the sun still. Still in daytime.
So that it is, yes. I do not wish to overstep my bounds with asking this, Guardian. I, as a traveling healer, see it as my responsibility to keep these townsfolk away from diseases and to keep them safe. Now, even though it is not my business to know what you know, but if there's anything that you could let me know or give to me that I might be able to help with, I would surely appreciate that. And I'm gonna roll persuasion. And have my familiar who's on my shoulder help me with that by telepathically kind of checking if what the words and the sentence structure I'm saying is pleasing to the ears. That's a 2.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 20.
Jesus.
So that's a 36.
As always, we appreciate your offers of healing and your kind acts. We merely came to check on this village, and if you wish to look around, we see no reason not to bar you from it, but everything seems to be, as I said before, all in good here, and we will take our leave shortly.
Right. Should I do not know of your whereabouts in the lakes. I know you are everywhere. But should I ask of your help as protectors? I have never had the need to arise, but it seems that more towns are being attacked. In haste, where might I find you?
Enter the lake and we will find you.
Right. I fear something else might find me as well, but I hope it is you that show up.
Of course. We will fill you in if there is anything else we find.
I'll roll insight on that. I'm going to do the same thing.
I'm helping you.
+1. First one's a 18. Second one is a 28.
You do know that they're definitely keeping something from you.
Okay.
They don't seem to be too truthful, and kind of feel like they're kind of on defense a little bit talking to you.
Would I have sensed that these guys were infected too?
You don't know.
How long is your spell list?
10 minutes.
It's really hard to read.
Not even like that they're in the presence. I can feel them too. Because it directly. Do you want me to spell out the spell? Otherwise,
No,
you're basically nerfing it.
No, I know what the spell is. With this spell, you find there might be a better spell to detecting this stuff.
Okay.
As you might think, it might be dormant. And you can roll a gut check real quick if you want.
Yeah. That's a 12.
Well, gonna say with some of the items you do recall the rings. Nahiri, or not Nahiri, but my boss has. You're thinking maybe they don't work because they're not for the right creatures.
Okay.
Even maybe if you ever sense a different kind of creature.
Hey, would we have figured out what an aberration is?
So you would know what an aberration is.
Do I? Okay, cool. Do I have a feeling that these monsters may be those?
Well, they're pretty grotesque when you first ran into them.
See if I have a spell.
All right. Not much else I can do at the moment.
He's gonna gently catch Algeron's attention and say, would you mind if we check the town out just a bit?
Well, we do have the permission. I will not keep you any further. Thank you for your time.
They nod and look like they're kind of walking around the village still. Heading out a little bit.
And he grabs his... actually, he doesn't. He casts a message to you and says, those men are not to be trusted. I feel they are keeping something from me.
You get back, yeah, come into the lake. We'll find you. We definitely aren't going to let you get eaten by monsters.
Right. I fear there is something else they're hiding. Cannot pin it down. Perhaps we could spot some inconsistencies within the town.
That was my plan. Out loud, she says, I want to check one of the docks.
Okay.
Docks. If it's not too much of a trouble, that might bring up bad memories. Could you bring me to where the incident with Oakley happened?
Yeah, I could do that too. Wait, where he got hit or where he got put through a building?
Yes. Let's start with the first one.
I'm just gonna lead them to the docks.
Alright. You're heading out to the docks, I'm going to say, because of the time. I'm going to do, so you're kind of heading to the docks to go, and you go venture deeper into this village. We're going to end this episode here. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Swordfeet Adventures. You have a good night. Hello, this is Carson with Geeks of the Last Frontier and DM of Swordfeet Adventures. I'd like to express my gratitude for all our supporters, to myself and to our players who've been following and listening to our podcast. But unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Swordfeet Adventures will be on hiatus. But we are bringing a brand new series to you, D&D Confessions. In D&D Confessions, we will be asking our players and special guests D&D related questions and letting them share in-session experiences, such as favorite characters, most hated characters, love interests, D&D deaths, and favorite moments. We look forward to sharing our stories with you. If you have any D&D questions for us, feel free to comment below or email us at geeksoftheLastFrontier@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.